I watched dozens of videos about YouGlish, and only once I came across a YouTuber who did not speak very well about YouGlish, but more to that later. I think YouGlish is so powerful because you can look up for words and then see how they are spoken in context or in real conversations. How do we pronounce YouGlish? Let's ask YouGlish.
To study further, go on YouGlish.
Let's look at a few more examples that I've found on YouGlish.
I recommended YouGlish.
I agree with YouGlish.
What does YouGlish stand for? So it's pretty simple. YouGlish combines the U from YouTube with Glish from English in its name. This highlights its focus on English language content from YouTube. Be aware that nowadays YouGlish has been adding more and more languages. You can even learn sign language. YouGlish uses existing YouTube videos to help us learn pronunciation. You can see YouGlish as an aggregator of YouTube videos. According to YouGlish, it has more than 100 million tracks. But be aware that not every video is shown on YouGlish. It is not clear to me how YouGlish selects the videos, but I assume the videos need to meet a certain standard to get into the YouGlish catalog. So that's why you might come across the same channels over and over again when looking up for different terms. So all you have to do is type in a word or a phrase, and YouGlish will show you YouTube videos in which that word or phrase is used. But let's take a closer look at the YouGlish website. So let's say you come across a great expression that you want to learn and focus on the pronunciation and intonation, such as "off the top of my head," which is, by the way, a great expression, a great idiomatic expression. I love that one. Then you can type it in on YouGlish. You can even select the version of English you want to focus on, and then click say it. And
poverty that I know off the top of my head. It's like
you can skip forward.
This is just an example, just off the top of my head since you asked.
And you'll get so many different variations so that you can learn from it. You can go back.
Poverty that I know off the top of my head. It's like
you can repeat it.
I know off the top of my head.
You can pause, and you can even switch the speed. You can slow it down, for example. Let's slow it down to 0.9.
This is just an example, just off the top of my head since you asked.
Okay, and she's now sounding like a drunken master a little bit. And then you can click on the three dots and another window opens, the transcription window, which allows you to do more. For example, you can put it on the loop. You can turn on the loop mode.
I met this girl in the gym, really nice girl. She told me she'd worked in, and I met this girl in the gym, really nice girl. She told me she'd worked in, and I met this.
Yeah, and you can focus on just one line, and you can even save the clip into your account if you have one. You can share clips. You can even record yourself. A window pops up. You can record then, and you can download what you have said. It's really fancy, I think. And let's go forward, maybe.
I couldn't give a number right now off the top of my head, but...
And by looking those examples, you'll get exposed to the same expression but talked or spoken by different speakers, and you'll see a difference, and you will get used to the different ways how people speak. So YouGlish also comes with an app. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of that. And well, it's not the best app, but it does what it shall do. So I guess it's okay. It's a solid app. It works.
The app is solid on both desktop and mobile with both a...
This app is so solid that when I pause the game...
So the YouGlish app also allows you to save some expressions and words so that you can practice with them later on. And I need to mention that there are like only 50 searches a day available. It's time to talk the dangers of YouGlish, because there are some dangers in it. I will show you an example. Let's say you look up checkout, then more than 77,000 results come up. Okay, we will see what happens now. Still 47,000 results, and then you skip to the next video and then maybe to the next, and all of a sudden you find a topic which is of interest to you, and maybe you want to click on the YouTube site because you decided to watch more of the content, and then you end up watching a couple of videos and you can't even remember why you came there. So you fall down the rabbit hole, which is really a potential risk there. So to me, the huge advantage which YouGlish brings to expose yourself to content is a disadvantage at the same time. So we need to talk about that. So you should be mindful when you are looking up stuff. And this is also one point that Vladimir says on his channel, Virtually Native, because he's very, well, not negative, because he's the one who is a bit skeptical about YouGlish. In his opinion, you can just look up words in an online dictionary and you will get the same results. I don't agree completely with him, because I think an online dictionary will not teach you how you can understand fast speakers. So the power lies in that YouGlish can teach you how to listen to those videos, and when you're able to listen to it, you will maybe be able to speak it too. And what about you? Have you ever used YouGlish for your studies? How so? Write it in the comments. So let's say you come across a great expression that you want to learn and focus on the
pronunciation rule that we break.
How important is pronunciation?
The actual pronunciation of English.
Pronunciation. This tool is fantastic for improving your pronunciation.
Focus on the pronunciation and intonation, such as off the top of my head.
That was just a few that I could think of off the top of my head, but if you can think of any more, then please put them in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what you thought. If you enjoyed this video,